Eva, do you want to tell us what happened last week on Dice Droppers?
I remember portions.
Go
And it
ahead
was
and
2
share.
weeks ago.
I
All
told
right,
you.
Philo,
Well,
you can share.
everyone came in right
Okay.
after we were in the middle of it.
Okay.
You remember
so
better than me.
I'll be doing it because I actually read my notes before we start.
I don't even take notes.
Notes. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, we were talking with Hormack after he discovered that we had killed Salazar, and so he was now in a closer position to attaining what he previously had at Blackrock. We were talking with him. We were going to go out to see the outpost to see if we could start weakening the hold of the Red Dragon army on Blackrock. But in the meantime, we decided to pass through. The town, and Raya wanted to drop by her friend at the dress store. Found that she wasn't there. The party collected, thought something was weird. Decided to investigate. We investigated, found out that the shopkeeper is likely a vampire, got turned maybe, and then realized, you know what, but she's still Ryo's friend, everything's probably fine, let's not mess with it. So all in all, we spent a night creeping around, kind of doing nothing, but in the morning we decided to move forward with Hormack to continue on the plan. Am I looping?
I think it was Lawson's audio.
We're good now.
We decided to continue on, and we had a path before us, either go through the established roads and have maybe a safer journey, but it might take a day or two longer, or we would go straight to through the wilderness, straight to the outpost. We decided on the latter, and we are now waiting to step off.
Thank you for the recap, Salethil. No, thank you, Eva, for the non-recap.
Well, thanks for being so sassy. Back to you, Lawson, with sports.
I just can't tonight. I'm so discombobulated. It's not even insane. Like, I literally was like putting the power cord into the USB, and I'm like, why is it not charging? And then there's another side of the docking station that I'm supposed to plug it in, and I'm an idiot. I have two cords down here, and I don't know why I did that. Anywho,
it's fine.
So you guys are currently in the campsite after leaving the town with Hormack.
Yep.
You guys just set up camp. Nothing eventful happened that night, and then it is now the next morning. Correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
Sounds about right.
So what do you guys
wanted
do?
to make a s'more.
You can make a s'more. You can have like 4 s'mores, but I need you to roll a d20 if you burn your marshmallow or not.
I can do
The
that.
most impactful rolls.
I rolled a 10.
I want a s'mores roll, please. S'mores check.
S'mores check.
Was it? Isn't chocolate like?
I don't know if you're
delicacy?
proficient. I don't know if you're proficient in cooking s'mores.
I like my s'mores burnt.
Okay, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 10. I was intentionally
Okay,
trying
your
to burn
s'more
it.
your s'more is perfect. It's not burned.
I burn it.
Just stick it in the fire, stick it in the fire and burn it. All right, so it's that night, and you guys have sat around. Hormack is kind of looking at you like, "What are s'mores?"
S'mores are my own invention. And it's made from tree sap, cacao, and tortillas.
What's a tortilla?
What are all of those words?
I just
I've never heard of such things, and I've read over like 200 books.
Yeah, Eva's super smart. I don't know.
Well, it's not in a book. It's my own recipe.
Interesting. Does
Would
it
you like
taste
to
good?
try one?
Sure.
Sure.
I freaking left.
Okay, well they take 5 minutes each, and so I give Salithel one since he said yes first.
Okay,
Wait.
I bite into it. Does it taste like tree sap or does it taste like a traditional s'more?
I turned to Carson. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's gone crazy.
It tastes like a s'more, but with like a little bit of a mapley vibe.
Is it morning?
Yeah, I apologize for giving you shit. This is actually quite good. I'm just
Thank
quietly sitting in the corner with my s'more.
Is it
I
morning or is it
slowly
still
give
night
everybody else their s'more.
Is it morning, night,
I just
and
need some
where?
context
I
here.
thought we had just left.
No, it's night.
Oh, it's night.
Yeah, we're kind of like jumping
We
back and forth
backtracked.
in the
We
timeline.
backtracked a little bit because Ryo wanted to make some fucking s'mores
Yeah, I thought we were having s'mores for breakfast here. I was like, this
in
is
our
all wrong.
role play game.
I also thought it was.
God forbid she
S'mores
wants to
for
role
breakfast.
play.
What role playing game? And my role playing game?
So Ryo, why do you call it a s'more?
Well, do you want some more?
Well, that's fucking
That's dumb. That's a dumb reason for it to be
Pretty
called.
good.
I think you should call it tortilla town craziness.
No,
That's a way better
that's
name
also
than-
dumb.
That's even worse. Don't just
I
stop
think
that.
it should be
that's-
called nonsense.
Well, the tortilla is the delivery device. So, I mean, I'm not sure if it's the optimal delivery device. Maybe I'll find something later in life that's better.
Like what? Like bread? That'd be weird.
Yeah,
Like
or some
bread.
sort
Bread
of
is good.
crumbly cracker. No.
My mouth is
I do want
sticky.
some more though. You're not wrong.
Exactly. The
That won't be the
name
first
says-
time that your mouth is sticky.
You're gross, Tormac.
It's
All
is
right.
Silico allergic?
All right. Guy on the water skin.
What?
Sure, here, catch.
You need something to drink with these. That is way too much sticky in like one thing. Like the tortilla just sticks to the cacao, and then just the sap is already sticky. Like you need something. You need something with this.
Yeah, not to mention my fingers are all sticky now too. Here,
One
look,
bite
I'm
at
gonna
a
reach
time.
over and like grab Eva's face with my fingers.
You
See how
grab
sticky
my
they are?
face, or you just put it?
I
in
just
my
like
face?
tap it a little bit.
Ah.
Can already tell that this episode's gonna be called a sticky situation.
Yeah, the titular episode, the titular thing.
This is a
just
filler
making
episode.
s'mores
Well,
with
come
the
on.
game.
For warning.
I want to know, what is our plan for tomorrow? Does anybody know what we're doing? I forgot.
Well,
We're going back in the cart and we're traveling towards the town.
Well-
But have we decided about going to Blackrock or not?
We were
We're
going
going.
to go to the outpost,
We
right?
were
Yeah,
deciding
we
which
left
route
to
we
go
were
there.
going to take.
Well, I
Were,
think
were we
we're
going
gonna
to
do
the outpost or were we going
That
to
was a
Mount
lot of people talking all at once. Can one person say it?
Well, there are 4 outposts. We were going to go to the north outpost, right, during the day's journey, because we knew that by the time we arrived, they'd be doing a gambling down south. Correct?
Correct.
We were either going to go to the outpost or we were going to go to Mount Fang to see if we could rally up support.
I thought that's what
I'm
we were gonna
fine.
do. Was the Mount
I'm
Fang.
fine being super sneaky, but
I thought
if
that
we're
was the
going
point.
direction,
Well, we don't want to fight them because I thought there were like a lot of really big, scary guys out that way. Like, when we're gonna go to Mount Fang and like see if we could rally up some troops or those people that don't like each other. I think say your people. They don't seem to like anyone. They don't like the dwarves, right? Was that a thing?
yeah, they really don't like the dwarves.
Yeah, let's go make them like each other and then see what we can do there.
I mean, we might not be able to make them like each other, but we can certainly make them work together.
I mean, I'll take
As
it.
they'll know me at the very least. They might not like me, but they'll know me.
All right. Well, is that
All
the
right,
plan?
so
then,
we're
or
gonna
do we have a different plan?
go check out the outpost, and then we're gonna go down to that town south of Mount Fang, correct?
Right.
I think that's a good idea, yeah. Because then we can
Alright.
have information to give to help drum up support as well.
And are
And
we
what
taking?
do we
Sounds like
want to do at the outpost?
Once we get to the outpost, we're probably going to be looking for vulnerabilities. We already know of one is that the gambling, they like to leave, so it'll be weaker. But if we can manage to slip in, like into the city, or find some weakness that could allow for the the Red Dragon Army to be kicked out of the town, that could be something good for us to have as well. But right now, we're just going in a little bit blind. The last time we had information was when Hormac left, and that was when, like 2 weeks ago. So, we're just looking to get more information. Information is key for wars, for battles, for anything really.
Got it. Okay. Do they keep information at the outpost? Like, should I be investigating while we're there? Also, what type of structure is an outpost? Is it like a treehouse situation or more of like a cylinder castle-y situation?
They're usually more like fortress points, but smaller.
Mm,
Like
gotcha.
like the castle that, oh, you weren't there with us for that. So
I know
like,
what a castle looks like. I know. I get what you're saying.
yeah, but like smaller castle, like maybe 2,000 feet across max. If you have like a medium outpost, bigger outposts could be larger, but you know,
Do people typically keep information at outposts?
sometimes there's usually like a war room or like a dedicated spot for secure information that's usually hard to get to, but you know,
Mm.
we have a talented group of people, I hope.
Cool. This makes a lot more sense. I was unsure about it. I'm here for the journey. So, no, I'm here for the s'mores. The
Yeah,
campfire song.
can I have another one?
Yeah. Here you go.
All right.
This one I hand him, and it's very burnt.
Okay. All right. So I want to go to bed or what?
Well, I'm gonna wash my hands off in a nearby river because I'm a little sticky, but I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready for tomorrow now. Does anyone know any good campfire songs or travel songs?
I have one, but it was taught to me by like teenagers back at Autumndale, and it's super annoying.
Can't wait to hear it tomorrow. And then I leave and I go to a river to wash my hands off real quick.
There's not a river nearby.
Okay.
If you'd like to walk around and see if there's
No, I'm
see if
just
there's a
gonna take
river
out
you
my
can.
water bottle and rinse my hands a little.
Okay.
And I'll do it with like some rock, like a clean rock, to kind of so that the stickiness goes onto the rock.
Okay. So you kind of like wipe it off. I mean, it's still it helps a little bit, but it's not too, it takes majority of it off. So you guys are all going to sleep then, correct?
I'll stay up for a watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat about 10 more of those s'mores and then I'll go to bed too.
I will stay up for second watch still. So when you're ready to go to bed, just wake me up.
Karst has eaten through all of our rations.
I will go to sleep.
To bed.
So who's
Karst,
doing first watch?
If you're staying up to eat more s'mores, just know that it's gonna be hard to fall asleep if you've eaten that many s'mores.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem. I've eaten a lot more before bed.
Yeah, but it's just very high sugar content.
It'll be fine. I'll eat some
Okay.
s'mores. I'll go to bed.
Karst just has like 4 in his hands.
Karst,
I'm making a
What
fit one.
what I'm
That's it.
imagining Karst right now, I'm imagining him just like covered in stickiness.
Oh, my
and
hands are covered
marshmallow.
in sap right now. I am
I'm
periodic.
staying up
You
for
look
first
great,
watch.
buddy. I'm not sitting next to him in the car, and then I go lay down. And the cart.
What's a car?
Cart.
Is that another
What?
invention you made?
Leave me alone.
I am first watch, Lawson.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Sale, I'll stay up with
Oh.
you a little bit. I've got to get my fill before going to bed. So
26.
Yeah. During your watch, nothing happens. You do hear like an owl kind of hooting. Couple birds that are kind of flying above you. Just silhouettes of it in the air. Maybe like 10 or 15 of them, and then they land by a nearby tree. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Karst.
yeah.
Um,
up?
you are from, you're not from like, this part of the continent, right? You're from the wildlands, wastelands.
Well, the wastelands, yeah. I mean, it's kind of this part of it. We're not too far from the wastelands, I think, but
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I'm just thinking, like, if you had been away from your home for a long time, and then you were about to like meet a bunch of people that like if you didn't exactly leave on the best of terms, and now you're going back to like a whole group of people that kind of know who you were, how would you go about reintroducing yourself?
and this is a hypothetical.
Yeah.
It's a weird hypothetical, but all right. I don't know. I guess just I'd be myself and hope they accept me for who I am now, not who they thought I was then. Does that answer your question? You might have lost me in the details.
Yeah. That was great. Yeah. Thanks, Karst.
Yeah, of course. You want us more? I'm getting pretty good at
No,
these.
I think if I have another one, it might actually seal my mouth shut.
All right, suit yourself. Well, for me. As I'm making more s'mores, they are getting more burnt every time too. I'm taking Ryo's lead on that, and they are better for it. But Sale, things are starting to click together for me a little bit. Are you nervous about going home?
I'm not nervous about going home because home is still a far ways away. But, I've heard that there are a lot of elves at Mount Fang, and they're not particularly fond of how things are going back at my home, which is kind of why they left. But if I was very strong-willed about not being pulled into anything I didn't want to do when I was at home. That's why I left. I couldn't handle all of the politics and bullshit that my family had to deal with.
Sure.
I had a lot more fun just running around and stealing crap with my friends. But I'm going back to a place that is primarily charged with politics. And they knew I was a rabble rouser. They knew that I wasn't too much of a fan of what was going on back home. And I think they might look at me and see a potential ally, someone to be converted. And I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with anything. I just want to run around and get strong enough that no one can tell me what to do anymore.
Right. Right. Well, I don't know much about the politics where I come from. In the Wastelands, we tend to keep politics out of things for the most part. But I'll tell you what, if you ever feel like when we're there, you've got friends in us, and if you ever feel like someone's going to push you away you don't want to go, you just give me the signal, and we'll straighten them out real quick. You know what I mean?
I'm hesitant.
I don't mean violence, of course. I mean a very what we will give them. Just the threat of it,
Yeah, I'm hesitant because I think we have a bad history with signal phrases. Things get a little bit muddled.
Nope, nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Thanks, Cars. Thanks.
All right. No, I've had my fill though, so I think I'm gonna go to bed. But you enjoy the rest of the watch. I'll see you in the morning.
Fucking assholes.
I'm going to continue the rest of my watch, and then when it's time, I'm going to go get Ryo.
All right. You continue the rest of your watch. Again, you see some birds kind of fluttering over the sky, perch up on actually a tree near you. A few of them just kind of looking at you like. Still pretty dark out. It appears that a couple of them are crows. So they're crows. And they're kind of looking at you. At this point, Luke leaves. Luke's character is now dead.
And I am now Karst.
I'm Luke now.
Eva just explodes.
I am half Ryo and half myself. But my
depending
face
on which camera you put your hand in.
Yeah, see,
I'm just
I
me.
think now I'm myself,
Oh, Sal's back. Look at that.
and now I'm Ryo. In any case, I'm just going to go run over and ransack the spot where Eva used to be. So I get all of her gold, her spell book.
Sure, whatever you want. You can have everything.
All right. And then I'll go.
Seriously, where is he? This is a little bit longer than expected. His
His-
computer probably died.
Probably died.
Yeah, his computer might have crashed.
See, I took that
Um,
extra Sedekin in the beginning to make sure I was charging.
Should we take a quick two?
This
on the
wouldn't that be a shame?
Yeah.
We can in a minute. So I'll just say this. So during your watch, who's up next for the watch?
Ryo is.
Ryo. So Ryo, roll a d20 for me.
And then add your perception bonus.
Disadvantage because your hands are sticky and you don't like sticky
What?
hands.
Are you kidding me? No way.
No, I'm
That's
just kidding.
unreasonable. I'm going to protest that. I rolled a 22.
Excuse me. I protest that. Do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
You're talking to Roxall.
This is my
everybody
world!
dies.
Oh yeah, so during your watch, again, this is pretty late at night now,
This is the
so
dice I'm
probably
rolling with
like,
today. It's pretty.
nice.
It's over. Thank you.
During your watch, you looking around and seeing in terms of like ooh, what I miss. Everyone is on different names. Awesome. So during your watch, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You don't hear anything too crazy. a few moments go by and you hear a few more crows approaching your area and then just perch up on a tree. There's like 4 or 5 of them just like meh, just kind of looking at you like and then a few of them fly away.
Okay.
That's it.
Do I know that Aura can talk to animals, right? Can Aura talk to animals? I'm gonna assume Aura can. I'm just gonna shake Aura up a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't think you would know that.
Hey, Aura, can you talk to animals?
I look left. I can.
Can you see if the crows want something from us? And I'm just gonna, because there's lots of crows, you know, just because I'm curious.
I look at the crows. Are they like doing anything, or are they just sort of staring there?
So there's like 3 different trees nearby you guys. One of which they're like perched up pretty high. Another one's like medium, and then one of them that's closest to you. There's like 2 or 3 that are just kind of looking at you, just like.
They're just
Okay.
staring at me.
I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. So you cast Speak with Animals.
You guys need anything? I look at all the crows.
They all stare back intently and go, "No."
You sure?
Yep. We're just watching.
They're just watching, Raya. It's fine.
Okay, thanks. And then I pat her on the head to let her know it's safe to go back to bed.
Awesome. Have a good night, guys. The crows.
They look at you, don't say anything, and stay where they are.
I'm going back to sleep.
Inside check the crows.
Yeah, they're fine. They're crows. What are they gonna do? Lie to me?
I wake Aura up again as she says that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
That's funny. All right. So during your watch, nothing else happens.
Cool.
All right. One more watch, and it will be morning. Who is taking the last watch?
Well, I would volunteer, but I'm asleep, so.
I will
You can wake
wake
up wherever you
up.
want.
I'm gonna wake
I
up
can take it.
the NPC. What's his name? Horback.
Cormac.
Hormac.
Hormac. I'm gonna wake up.
You walk over to
Hormac.
Hormac, and Hormac's like passed out, full like starfish on the ground. He's like,
I'm gonna start throwing pebbles at him as a game until he wakes up. And then eventually I'd like to throw like pick up a squirrel, throw it on him.
First of all, definitely an animal handling check. 1, 2, roll a perception check to see if there are any squirrels nearby you.
Okay.
If I
Are there
catch
any
the squirrel
squirrels
too,
nearby me?
Roll a perception check.
Just Aura.
You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna
I rolled a
conjure.
dirty
I mean, you
20.
can conjure animals you want. What?
I rolled a dirty 20.
Looking around, there are definitely not any squirrels nearby you. There might be some up in the tree, but kind of like looking around and everything, you do find on the ground that there is like a larger spider, probably about like the size of your hand, that's kind of crawling on the ground.
All right, I will just throw a larger branch at him. Or a larger rock.
A larger rock or a branch?
We'll do a branch.
Okay, so you take out like a twig.
Oh. I'll tickle his nose with a leaf.
Yeah, he's got a full beard. So you pull a twig that has like a leaf on the end of it, and you kind of walk over. You begin to go,
You pretend like I wasn't doing that. Oh,
Is it my watch?
since you're awake, it's your turn to do the next watch.
Okay. Okay. All right. He begins to walk over. He looks over at Salithol, and he's just like spits on you. He continues to walk.
Do I see this?
No, you're asleep. Hormac is going to roll a perception check. A 4. All right. So Hormac is looking around. Nothing appears to happen.
Just thinking of ways to kill me in my sleep. That's why he's distracted.
He takes out his battle axe and just starts sharpening it. Shing, shing, shing. It is now morning. Hormac does the kind gesture of walking over before you guys had woken up. Cuts up some pieces of meat, throws it on a skillet, upon like a smaller fire, so it is like, you know, not too large that it'll wake you guys or too much smoke. And cooks them up, puts them in like, you know, basically a nice little parchment in front of each one of you, like kind of where your feet are. It is now morning. So you guys awake to freshly cooked meat, and by you guys, we'll say it's, you know, bacon.
Do I have congealed spit on my face?
It was on you. It wasn't on your face. It's just your
Well,
body. So
I wouldn't know. Theater of the mind. I don't know where it went.
all right, we'll say it was on your chest. There might be some debris that kind of hit you.
Okay. I'll just wake up, look down. That's weird. We have food. Awesome.
He takes his battle axe and just kind of slowly just like cuts down on the bread, throws you guys a few pieces. All right, well, it's morning. We should probably get in the cart and continue our journey. You know, it's gonna take us until the end of today to get near the outpost if we want to make it there on time.
Sounds good to me. Oh,
Let's get going.
Eva.
Hmm.
Where'd you go last night? Like, I was during my shift, like you just like disappeared for a little bit. And then you like popped back. Where'd you go? Like I've never seen stealth like that.
I honestly, maybe you just can't see people well. I think you just need to get your eyes checked.
Well, of course, you saw it too, right? Like,
Saw what?
God,
I don't know if I trust you to do the watch if you can't even see somebody who's sleeping.
I'm going insane. I just walk into the cart. It doesn't play along with my meta joke.
All right,
Like,
you get into the cart.
Can't think of anything right now. Okay.
You get into the cart. Hormac disperses the fire. He actually does the due diligence of kind of like throwing some branches over where everyone's sleeping. There's kind of some indentation in the grass. He goes, just to be on the safe side, you know. Scatters the little fire that he had. Doesn't look like a campsite anymore.
I'm gonna whisper in Salathol's ear. The crows are watching us. And then just like keep walking.
I look up. Do I see any crows?
No.
I'm not the only one going crazy. This is good. Group psychosis.
All right. Venturing on, you guys make it pretty far. Is there any conversations that you guys are having during your travels, getting to that midpoint of where you guys are currently at on the map? I am moving it on the map, by the way, where you guys are currently at. But
who's driving the cart? And who's
Hormac is driving the cart right now.
Is anyone up front with him?
Not me.
Not you for sure.
He wouldn't let
Kill me.
Salatol in the front anyway.
Oh, that's right. He said I had to be at the back, didn't he?
I'll be up front with him.
I'll sit up by Hormac. Because I want to ask him why he's so mean to Salatho.
Well, you need to understand something. Okay. And he kind of looks at you, Ryo, and then he's like, you've been nice, but there's been a bit of a bind between elves and dwarves for a long time, specifically ones from the location that Salatho's from.
And I'm going to say, but I'm an elf.
Right, but you're not from that area.
Viseria, gonna insult my country, do it right.
What happens if I don't even want to give your country the time of my breath? It's not even worth saying out loud.
Yeah,
We just call it that place.
Your breath smells bad enough. Don't need you souring it.
My arrogance smells worse.
I'm going to say, I think that you just need to give Salatho a chance.
A chance to...
I think that you guys could be really good friends.
Oh. Hormac does not need friends. Hormac just battles with people. Karst looks strong. Karst
I thought we're
friends,
Hormac. We can all hear this, by the way, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. He's talking loud enough for everyone to hear.
Yeah, that kind of hurts, man.
He's-
I thought we were friends.
We and I are friends.
Hormac doesn't need friends, my ass.
I'm going to say, you just said you didn't need any friends, but we're a good group of friends.
I don't need any friends, but the friends that I do have, I usually battle with. The ones that do battle with me on the field of battle have my respect, and I haven't seen Salatho prove himself yet. So
Has to be
until then,
has to be
That's
on the
because you haven't given him a chance
battle of wits.
a chance to do what?
to be your friend.
You say I haven't given him a chance. I don't want him to give him a chance to be my friend. If he wants to show and prove himself in battle, and he earns my respect, fine.
I'm just saying, you're being kind of mean.
That's someone's opinion. It's all a matter of perspective now, isn't it?
I'm going to, I'd like to roll a perception check.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to see if there's anything on him that I can take away as punishment.
I'm gonna break your hand.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You're going to ruin the only nice dwarf-elf relationship on this continent.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, looking at him, you're just trying to see if there's something like small that you can just kind of grab without him knowing. He has a pin that it's almost like a brooch, but it's very distinguished. It's on his right side, upper right shoulder. Clearly, it is an anvil with a very large hammer that's smacking down on it, and it's a circle like brooch, basically made out of what appears to be gold, but that is the steel that's essentially carved out onto it. And,
Okay.
I mean, you can easily distinguish it.
Okay.
Are you trying to take it?
No?
You're just looking for something. Okay. Noted. Is there any other conversations happening?
So, Salatho.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you mind if I borrow a dagger for a second?
No. You want a good one or just a decent one?
I got plenty. What do you
A
want?
decent one will be fine.
Decent one? All right. I'm going to pull out, let's see, from my list of daggers.
You have a few.
I do. From my list of daggers, I'm going to give you the non-magical but really nicely formed dagger that I got in the gladiator town.
Oh.
I don't remember. It was after Rivish. Yeah, I'll give you the nice one.
Aura takes it and chucks it as far as she can.
What? Hey!
And then it back to her hand. Oh. Cool.
Okay, now I'm
Does it
jealous.
again.
How the heck did you
What
do
was
that?
that?
What the hell is that?
Finally being able to attune to the stupid belt. It's a blink belt. For throwing
Oh.
weapons, at least. She throws it again.
Huh.
Comes back. Huh.
That's quite fascinating, Aura.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to study it. See what makes it
Boris
work.
Bechdalen. Boris Bechdalen. That was the blacksmith.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Boris. Oh, I have Boris Beckendale.
That's fine. We can
Close
call him,
enough.
we can call him
Boris
Beckendale.
Beckdalen.
We'll just call him Beckendale. Whatever you
Okay.
wrote down, we'll just go with. I don't want to. I'll change the writing. You don't have to.
All right.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's really
Cool.
interesting.
Okay.
Honestly, I was just studying to see how it works. I
Okay.
don't
So,
actually need it.
I mean, I have 2 daggers that I don't use because I've got like I just had too many. So I've got 2 I don't use. Do you want the 2 that I don't use, and then I can have that one back?
As nice as you're willing to be. She undoes the belt and just hands it to Sailafil. I am an animal most of the time. This won't really help me. I was just studying it.
Sora?
So
Huh. I'll put it on. Put the different daggers in. Take one of the daggers. Throw it.
see now
And
you
the
have
dagger
to
just
attune
and the
to it.
dagger just goes. The dagger just
There it
goes.
goes. You might want to go get that. It's
You
not
said
coming
that you
back.
Fuck! God! And I jumped out of the car and I run after it.
All of a sudden, you hear like Ormac Clouds hear a loud like thud because it's like the weight shift moving. He kind of looks back, seeing Sailithol like running after Dagger. He goes, huh? And the car just gets to go even faster. As you run and like grab the dagger, you turn back around, Sailithol, and you see that the cart is just going fast, and just Hormac like.
You might want to run faster.
I'm gonna crack my neck twice, and then just mobile double dash straight after it. Boom!
Sprinting as fast as you can. Hormac slows down. He stops the cart. You get back to it, and he just kind of looks back at you and goes,
Could have caught up with you.
I know, but that was just too damn funny not to do it. I'm not that mean.
Holy crap.
I'll
You're
just-
really fast.
Yeah. I'll just take the hilt of a dagger, like the pommel, and just like bop Hormac on the back of the head. You got me.
You continue on. Any other conversations happening? Eva? No? All right. So, you get to the halfway point of where you guys are currently at, which would appear to be a lot of grassland. Slowly is getting drier and drier. And as you guys are kind of venturing into it, you're noticing that the lands are in the area surrounding you are beginning to change. Whereas once trees and meadows and grass, and there's nice little birds fluttering, different areas, is gone into transition into kind of almost like wasteland. There are trees that are not growing any leaves. There's a slow fog that's slowly emerging through. And as your cart begins to travel forward, you can see far enough ahead of you, but it's just a light fog that's kind of almost like a dew in the morning. And you continue on. Looking to the right of you, the left of you, you see into the distance smoke, ash floating up to the sky. A very smoky area, and a lot of torches and fires from a distance from where you guys are currently on the map. You get to about where I would say, eastern outpost is, and you can see where that outpost is currently located. You see heavily armored soldiers making their way through patrols of about maybe like 20 to 50 groups at a time, patrolling the different areas and marching, all of them wearing the red dragon symbol across their armor. The red dragon symbol across, it's like a darker red, armor's intact, and a lot of them were holding spears, swords. You get the feeling that the army is slowly growing. Cormac kind of looks over at Blackrock and looks at the rest of your group and just says, "They took everything. It's completely destroyed."
Can we see Blackrock in the distance beyond the outpost, or just the outpost?
You can see the outpost in the distance. You can see like a little silhouette of probably the tip of Blackrock, and then just like there's so much light from the different fires that are happening in that area, and like there's smoke in all these like surrounding places. It's very hard to distinguish what is actually happening there, but in the outpost there's like a lot of armies like being formed. You recognize that this is kind of more of like maybe a training ground outpost from a lot of the Red Dragon army is forming.
Mm-hmm.
Can they see us passing by? By the way, like if we're in the wasteland, it's like just empty desert.
Great question. So you guys are currently in the foggy area, so like you see it out in the distance. They're not, doesn't seem like they're poised to be looking at you. The outpost is probably, I would say, far enough away where it's like if they were to see you, they would kind of be like, whatever, they're not worth our time type deal. Like, oh, it's just a small like cart full of people, but no, it doesn't. You guys are far enough away where they wouldn't really be able to see you. You can see them though.
Okay.
Cormac looks at you and goes, "Should we continue on?"
Yeah, we probably don't want to stay here too long.
He pauses the car for a moment and says, "I do want to warn you. We are getting to the outskirts and borderland of the Darklands. I don't know what you've heard, but Darklands are very eerie. A lot of people are said that people who venture into these lands don't typically go out. We can stay on the border. We'll be far enough where the fog is not as dense. Once we know it gets really dense, we know that's kind of not where we want to be. So we just can't pass the forests area, but we could probably turn left enough that to get to that northern outpost."
Well, let's hope the northern outpost is a little bit better for us than this one. I don't like how many guards I'm seeing here.
I agree. Let's venture forward more. Getting closer towards into the Darklands. Cormac says, "Hey, right now we've made it I would say it's getting pretty dark out. Because it's taking a majority of the day to get there, so it's probably getting like later in the afternoon.
I'm
He
surprised
goes-
we made it, honestly.
I mean, he pushed. He really pushed. He looks at the rest of you and goes, "We can set up camp here, and then in the morning, tomorrow will be when the guards are gone. So we can set up camp here near these trees.
In the morning or at night?
Well, we could look at the outpost in the morning, see where they're at, and I'd say maybe midday, maybe later in the afternoon, we can kind of scope
Can
out
we
the area.
see
But
where they are now and then go tonight?
well, I mean, if we look now, we're gonna risk not being able to set up camp in the dark, which is not something
Okay.
I'd like to do ideally. But
I'm just curious.
if a few of you want to go do that, and some of you want to stay back and help me set up camp, we could probably arrange that.
I feel like if we want to do something a little sneaky, Sailfield style, it's probably best to do it at night, right? Like cover of darkness and whatnot. Sneak in the
I could
shadows.
probably aid him.
There is. I mean, we can do it tonight. I will probably have to venture ahead either by myself or with one other person. But Hormac, they go every night, right? Or is it cyclical?
Well, they go every night. Northern Outpost typically isn't as guarded as frequently. But it's better to have timing down than anything if we really decide that we're going to venture into the group. So it's better for us to kind of know what their sticks are, what's going on, which is why I was going to wait till tomorrow morning to see kind of the timing for all the outposts, and just to kind of get a bearings of everything if we wanted to, get some reinforcements or anything.
Okay. So here's my thinking is I can go out tonight and I'll take a look just to see if I can see how many people are patrolling because we got a pretty good look at the eastern outpost. I can see how many people are patrolling, see if it's significantly less. I won't be going inside. I'll just be staking it out on the outside, just seeing how it is. After a few hours, I'll come back. We can talk again. And then maybe because Ryo and I need less sleep than others, we could go out and check out the morning routines of see when they come back as well.
Sounds like a plan. So who's going to go with you tonight then?
I
Do
could
you have
go
anyone else who's sneaky?
I'll go.
I'm not
or,
Sneaky
super
is my thing.
sneaky, but I don't mind going either.
Cool.
I mean, we'll just be sitting out from an outskirts. Sneaky would only really be required if we needed to go in. The most sneaking right now would be just not attracting any attention from whatever the hell's in the Darklands.
Do you not want to go with Aura? You can tell me. It's okay.
You can go, huh?
I mean, if we're keeping a safe distance, could we all sort of go that way then? I mean,
Well,
don't
then
like
Well, we
nobody
need
would
to
sit.
set up
Let's
camp.
set up the camp.
why don't we just set up camp
Cormac's
there?
already setting up camp at this point. He's like, I'll set up camp. You guys figure out who's going to go. I'll start setting up in the meantime.
I'll go. Are you okay with me coming with?
Okay. Aluthil, Aura, Karst, you all sound like you really want to go. So why don't you all go and I'll help Hormac set up camp with Eva. Eva, you can do what you want to do, I guess.
So are we gonna set up camp and then only like 2 people are gonna stay at camp?
Cormac
No.
just turns around and just goes,
No.
How about we all set up camp real quick, and I'll stay here, and then you guys can take whoever you want going. If we set up camp fast, then we don't have to worry about it.
I'll just start helping Cormac set up camp. I'll take myself out of the running.
Oh, thank God. Somebody finally helps go Cormac. Man. So, Eva, where are you from?
Cedar Nest. Why do you
Cedar
ask?
Nest. Oh, I know where Cedar Nest is. It's a fun little
Oh,
area.
have you been there?
It's got a giant tree, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're talking
my-
to me?
My dad went there, took me there when I was a wee little lad. Oh, little Hormac, so eager. We found a book about, really more so about creating different warhammers and blacksmithing. In that giant tree, and all I know is that I was sitting outside the car and he handed me this giant book, and it was great. And I still have it. Well, did still have it.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a wide variety of books. It is known for having
All right.
the
So we
biggest
set up
library
camp.
known in the continent.
Nice. At this point, who's going to the town? Camp is set up at this point.
I'm just gonna turn to the group and be like, okay, I'm gonna start walking. Whoever wants to come with, follow in my footsteps, and please don't step on too many branches. Gonna turn around and start walking.
I start casting Pass Without a Trace. So we're passing without a trace.
I'm gonna just sit by the campfire.
Yeah, Ryo, you're
Okay.
a little bit more nimble than me. If you want, you should go, and I'll stay back with Eva and Hormick.
Oh no, I don't need to go. I'm good.
All right, I'm in then. I will take off my armor, just 'cause I don't want to be a liability out there, you know.
I'm gonna put it on for fun.
Yeah, keep it safe. And I'm gonna help her put on like the breastplate part, and I'm gonna slap her like torso, make sure it's fit nice and good. You look good. You look strong. Nice.
Yeah, what's your strength score? Can you even put it on?
She has the belt. She's fine.
Oh, she can wear it. I still want to arm wrestle later. Now that you're all strong.
All right, so it's Aura, myself, and Karst.
Okay.
All right.
Sitting at the campfire with Eva and who else? Ryo, right?
Ryo and Hormac.
Yeah. Ryo, Hormac, and Eva. Eva, you were saying about the books in Cedar Nest. Hormac turns to you. So, what's it was like growing up in Cedar Nest?
It was fine. I mean, there were a lot of people. I mean, I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know if it's changed at all.
Talking to me. Who's
What?
talking?
Well, I mean, you are present, but I was asking. I was asking Eva the question, but hey, you could listen in.
No, I was just confused by the awkward silence. Eva, you go ahead.
I think it's audio issues.
Well, I mean, it was an interesting town. I mean, it was small but big. I mean,
Luca, we can't hear you.
huh?
We can hear them. We can hear him.
Eliza, I think
You
it's
guys can
you.
hear him?
Yeah, we can hear Luke. You can, supposedly.
Allegedly.
Why?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
refresh my page, so this might fuck up the cameras for a second. Sorry. Am I back?
Kinda.
Your camera isn't on, but otherwise, yeah, you're back.
Luke,
Amazing.
you talk so I can make sure I can hear you.
Hello.
Okay, cool. I can hear Luke now. Whew.
Yay!
Sorry about that,
And there was
everyone.
much rejoicing. Yeah.
The craziest part is that I texted Luke and I was like, "Hey, are you
thought that it
okay?
was
You're
just
not talking much."
No, No, he's been talking.
Meanwhile, he's been talking to me this whole time.
Oh my god.
Very in character to talk over people for Ryo, though.
Of course, completely oblivious. Amazing.
I can't believe I like texted Luke. I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" I thought he was just having a lot of awkward silences.
Just straight up. So, what was it like? Nothing.
You thought that everyone's just
Nothing.
staring at each other? That's just staring at each other, not saying a word.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That
Sorry.
is really funny.
Continue. Continue.
So, what was it
Okay.
like in Cedar Nest?
From the top.
What was the last question? I forgot.
Yeah, he asked you about Cedar Nest. At this point, I need Eva to roll a wisdom saving throw.
God.
Those
are always scary out of the blue.
You get a +5 to this.
A +5?
On top of whatever
Hmm.
score you get.
Wait. Do I add my own?
Yes.
It's a saving throw, right? So I add my own thing, and then I get another +5.
Yes.
Okay, then 21.
Well,
Because I have +5 already.
So as you're talking to Hormac, a figure appears. It appears to be, okay. So do you definitely want to fail the saving throw for sure.
What?
You get the presence that
You want to fail?
you want to fail. Yes. You should voluntarily. Anyway, but
Okay. Some metagaming here.
you're good. You get the sense that, and this is the way I'm doing it in this campaign, you get the sense that someone is watching you. Appears to be very friendly.
Not again.
And you hear a whispered voice. And it's extremely familiar to you, of your friend Sidani. Where did you get ice cream? When the fuck did you get ice cream?
Wait, what the fuck? You pulled that out of thin air.
Chris is gone. Chris gave her ice cream.
You literally just pulled your hand up and you brought down ice
it
cream.
was, but I didn't
It's
even
magic.
notice. I didn't even notice Chris was gone. I just saw Eliza go like this. Ice cream.
I'm low-key jealous. All right, so you
Stakes are unbelievable.
settle down. Settle down. So you can choose here. Okay. You get a sense when someone is observing you, and you hear a whisper from a very familiar voice of Sidani saying, help.
Okay, fuck. Cormac, can we hold on to this conversation for 1 minute? I just remembered I need to write a letter.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna go to the cart and so that we have a nice flat thing to write on, and start writing a letter to Sidani.
Okay.
Asking where she is.
You can text it to me if you want.
It's generally asking where she is, what's wrong, and yeah, like what's going on? Where are you?
Okay.
And just kind of sending that into a quick letter and calling my Falcon to send it to her.
Okay. The Falcon goes in the same direction as the rest of your group was headed. The
Would
three
like-
of you, Karst, Sailithal, Aura, you guys are getting close to the outpost. Where you guys are currently, you do have the high ground. High ground. This is very important.
Yes.
Because we're gonna fight Obi-Wan.
High ground. Again, if anyone's new to D&D and you ever say to me, if I'm your DM and you say, I take the high ground, immediately you get advantage no matter what. Nobody in this group gets it because I just said that.
I got
I
the
take
high
the
ground.
high ground. You get advantage. You guys are overlooking a hill. It's not super high, but like managing to kind of like squeeze between a few trees, giving yourself at least enough cover. Looking farther down, you appear to have seen like the outpost. The outpost is a very large kind of tower, made mainly of wood. Pretty sound structure, built heavily. There is a large group of soldiers that are at this outpost. To which point a falcon is now flown and dips down into the area. As you all are kind of focusing on that, you see that there is a tiefling bound up against one of the what appears to be like kind of like on top of a wooden platform with a few guards looking
Oh,
at it.
One thing I forgot to specify this, but I signed it with the special name that I always sign it with. So
Okay, that's fine. I
just
figured
just
as
to
much.
specify,
but
so that way
thanks for
you don't.
The falcon comes flying down towards this what appears to be purple tiefling. Its green eyes are glowing, and a few of the soldiers are like, and they begin to, one of them takes out a weapon and just starts like going to town, hitting this tiefling. Where are they? Where are they? Screaming as loud as they possibly can. Tiefling is not responding, at which point the falcon comes flying down, perches up on its shoulders, and the note is currently on the falcon. The soldier then takes out its sword, making an attack against the falcon.
Dare it!
Okay.
I hadn't even named it yet.
How many hit points does the falcon have?
Probably like 3.
Like 2 or 3.
It's done. One of the soldiers takes out his sword and just cuts the head off of the falcon.
Oh no.
And it just drops down. I would say the group at this point does know that this is Eva's falcon.
Okay, we recognize it.
Yeah, you definitely recognize.
Yeah,
the
you've seen me send letters before. You've seen me send a few letters before.
And the soldier picks it up by its legs, like, looks like we have dinner tonight. Ha ha.
It's not that big. It's like a normal sized falcon. It's not like the great falcon.
How many guards are surrounding the purple tiefling?
I'd say probably like 6 or 7. At the outpost, there's probably like 20 guards.
Okay. 20 guards.
You see one guard come out that has, and all of them have armor on, like just regular red armor on. One of them comes out and he's wearing a black almost cape that goes behind him. Very distinguished and standing out from the rest of the group, walks up and kind of gestures to everybody. Everyone begins to kind of like gather their things, begins to kind of grab some of their what appears to be wads of coin and bags of coin, and begin make their way towards what appears to be like the southern post. There are only about, I would say, like 2 or 3 guards that are at the outposts, posted up in different areas. One of which is in front of this tiefling, another which is in front of the actual area or tent that they're staying in, and then the other one's perched up top of the tower.
Okay. So the other group has left at this point, yeah?
Majority of the soldiers have left, yes.
Okay.
So there are only like three soldiers that you can see where you're currently at. One of them's posted by the tiefling, another one's posted by the what appears to be the tent that everyone stays in, and then another one is up top, on top of the actual outpost itself, kind of overlooking the area.
Okay. So we all saw that was Eva's falcon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
And it went straight up to that tiefling.
Oh, you think that's significant? That means something?
Well, I mean, like we know Eva has like, I mean, Eva's not Aura, but she still has like some, like with her animals, she can make them do what she wants. And it went straight up to that. It didn't even like circle around. It went straight up and perched on her. That's gotta mean something, right?
That does seem that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we either need to kill that person or save that person.
Well, those are two very different things.
Yeah, but one of them is a little bit more permanent.
Probably save.
I mean, it did perch on
Or
them. It
else-
didn't like try to peck their eyes out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But there are only 3 of them, right? So here's what I'm thinking. Going back at this point might be a mistake because we don't know how long those guys are out, but also I think if we leave that person there, that person's toast.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Yeah.
So each one of us, we can probably take 1 guard each, right?
I think so. Yeah.
trouble there, Eliza.
I'm glad you're watching that too, Luke.
Eliza's struggling to eat ice cream cone. I'm sorry.
But
Again, this is exactly like
It was just this. Trying not to let it spill.
okay, legit. This is so true. Firstborn, and then the middle child, Eliza, and then this is Luke.
The
And
funny
I
thing
sent
is
it to
that
Eliza,
is
and she's like,
actually
"That's
true,
not me."
because I
Yes,
would be
it is.
asleep, and then people would feed ice cream to me, and I'd be like half asleep, and I'd be like,
Mhm.
Oh my god, Eliza.
Okay.
All right, Sail though.
So-
Sorry.
Right. Well, I think but Cars, you don't have your armor.
oh, I don't need my armor. I'm beefy. I'm good.
All right, cool. So here's what I think is probably the bestest. Or you can turn into a bird, so you can have the easiest time getting to the guard at the top of the tower. I'm worried about calling for reinforcements. So if you get to the top of the tower, he's the one that has the best view of things. If you get up there, like do some damage and then push him off before he can get any sound out, then we still have the drop on the other 2. Karst, you're probably the most straightforward. You're probably just going to charge the guy in the front.
Oh, perfect. I love the plan.
And
I can't actually turn into a bird.
no?
I can ride big birds, but I can't actually turn into a bird.
Now that puts a damper on things.
while this is going on, so what? Because I noticed that it went in the same direction. Do I know that it like was going in the same place as
No,
that?
you just saw it like head towards that direction.
Okay, so I wouldn't do anything then. I wouldn't really do anything. I wouldn't think of anything of it unless they come back. So, all right,
Okay.
never mind then. I was
Or-
gonna do something. Like,
Oh, sorry.
I can't get up there actually. Now I think
There's
about
no
it.
reason for me to do that.
I was gonna say you could climb up there, can't you?
I can just levitate up there. I just realized.
Oh, I think we
I
could
can
do
get
that.
up there.
Okay.
All right.
So, okay, so then you or well, if we're pushing, then Karis is pretty strong too. So one of you two can either take the front guard or the guard up top. I'll climb a little bit and get to the guard who is next to the tiefling. I'm the most reliant on stealth, so I'll try to take mine out first. Once that happens, you two can go after your guys. Does that sound good?
That does sound good.
All right. Yeah.
Aura, are you comfortable pushing someone off the top of there? Do you think? Because I have my boots.
I don't
can
think I'm
levitate
strong
up there.
enough.
I have a question for the DM.
I don't think I'm strong enough.
At
honestly.
what point do we realize that like they've been kind of gone for a long time? Not at this point, probably.
Well, that was kind of the plan,
Luke,
wasn't it?
Luke, we don't notice anything.
I know, it's just
We don't notice
frustrating.
anything.
Cormac turns to you and goes, "So before you were rude, can you tell me about Cederness?"
Well, I'll tell you guys something. I had a little bit of a different experience. I was actually raised as an orphan.
Hmm.
I was raised in an orphanage with all these nuns, and they had a lot of rules, and a lot of them I didn't like to remember. Others I thought were stupid. But I met one of my greatest friends there. Her name is Sidani.
Nice. What's it on you up to now?
I don't know, but I get this feeling that she's in trouble, and I have no idea where she is.
Well,
Cincinnati was your friend?
She was my friend. We'd prank the nuns all the time in the orphanage. It was a lot of fun, but we've been in contact throughout the years. That's why I'm usually messaging, but we kind of lost some contact and had to go more with just messages because she got adopted and I kind of stayed with the orphanage. Not by choice, mind you. I just didn't get adopted, and it was just very hard because I haven't seen her in a long time, but somehow it still feel like I have a very strong connection with her.
I'm sure her friend's gonna be okay.
Hopefully we can, like, have you had this feeling before?
I mean, I've had feelings of fear and feelings of like I'm being watched and stuff, but I've never had a feeling this strong or this clear of like I felt like I heard her.
Oh. Okay. Well, do you know the last time, like, where she is? Like, where you checked in with her the last time you talked with her was?
Well, I just messaged her. And depending on how far she is, I don't know. It could be a couple of days before I get a message back, or weeks. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where she is or what's going on, but I'm not at ease right now.
Okay. Well, let us know how we can help, and maybe we can look for her.
Cormac kind of puts his Battle Axe down in front of him and goes, "We'll fuck up the bastards if anything happens to her."
Maybe
Don't worry,
you
she'll be
should try
okay.
to communicate more with her if you have such a strong connection. Like maybe you should try to meditate a little bit.
Could I try that? I'm asking the DM. Is that something that I can do?
What spells
Yes.
you got?
You can do anything.
What spells do I have?
Do anything.
Not message. Plus, that's only a specific range, and I wouldn't even know if that would work.
Just do a cool wizard ritual.
Um,
I don't know. Light some candles.
I don't know. I don't have much.
A utility mage is not this wizard.
No, he goes boom though.
Hey, I have a lot of stuff for a lot of situations, but just I don't.
Yeah, those situations
don't-
are
Okay.
I don't
How
have
about this?
I
I
don't
would
have
like to teach.
psychic
I
powers
would like
to connect with like the beyond. I don't.
You don't need powers to here. I'm watching Eva have this mental breakdown, and I'm going to say, Eva,
God,
there's no
Now I'm
specific.
going crazy. I'm fighting with Sailfill when he's not even here.
Eva, there's no specific skill when it comes to meditation. But a connection that you have that strong might be enough to communicate with your friend.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of close my eyes and just like sit down on like a log or a rock or whatever's near me, and just, or the ground, whatever, and just kind
Okay.
of
You do that.
relax and kind of focus on Sadani and to see if I can conjure up anything.
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
a monk, so I would know. I'm just saying.
All right. The power of the key. We cut back to the group. So what are you guys planning on doing? Who's doing what?
I think we have landed on Karst going up to mess him up and then push him off.
Right, give him a whole
I'm-
push. Yeah.
I'm climbing whatever elevated platform is the tiefling is on. So is the tiefling
Elevated by like 3 or 4 feet. It's not like super.
Okay. Is it like inside the fort? Is it outside in front?
The outpost is not surrounded by any sort of like gates or fencing or anything like that. Where they're headed towards Blackrock, there is a large stone wall that surrounds the entire city.
Mhm.
The outposts are just like little areas.
Okay.
So
So they're not like constructed forts.
mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
So I'm going to be sneaking up. I'm going to be sneaking up around to get the guy on the elevated platform. And I think, or you're just going to be going after the guy in front once shit starts to pop up.
Mhm.
All right. How far away are we from like our perspective people to kill?
Football length, I would say, from where you guys are currently at right now. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to get over there.
Right. So let's go sneaky like, get close, and once you guys are all in position, I'll go for my guy.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody roll perception, or sorry, stealth checks. Let's go.
And everyone has plus 10 to it.
Plus 10.
Mhm.
Nice.
Mhm.
Ooh, nice.
That is
27.
27 as well.
Hey.
22.
Wow.
We
Yes.
I rolled a 4.
You're gonna need to roll 2. So first one, you guys make it down towards the same area, being very stealthy. Continue on. We'll go with first one being Sailfill. Sailfill, what'd you roll?
21.
Yeah, you are literally, I would say, within 10 feet from the guard. He does not notice you.
Okay.
Looking to, we'll say that like where you guys are currently at, kind of theater in the mind. There's another tent you kind of like get your back towards, so like back towards the tent. You're kind of looking to the right. You see that there's a guard. His back is facing you, but you see the tiefling. She's purple. I would say you could definitely tell that she's more. It's more feminine than male. And very, very like really nice, beautiful green eyes. With appears to be like a black cloak that's like ripped and torn and everything, and she's just kind of hanging there with her arms kind of up, what appears to be like a cross.
Mm-hmm. All right.
She is bound on her arms, but not her legs.
All right. I'm going to. So they dropped me off first.
No, I'm saying you were first in terms of the roll. Karst, what'd you roll?
22 on the second one.
Yep. Right now, you've made it to the base of the outpost tower. And you can move up the stairs if you want, but that would require another stealth check. If you
Oh
want.
no, I'm gonna climb right up the side of it.
Okay.
You see what I'm gonna
Roll an
do?
athletics check for me.
Well, I'm gonna spit on my hands real good, get them nice and lacquered up, and I'm gonna I'm gonna click my little booties together, go up 20 feet, grab on, click them again, up 20 feet, grab on.
Okay.
Should be my way up.
All right.
Karst's
Step
elevator.
You kind of peer up a little bit and you see, and you're on the side, so the guard doesn't notice you, but like you can definitely climb to the side if you want, to get right in front of him.
I want to try.
So he's
and
just
go
standing
up
there with a
behind him.
spear.
I want to try and go up behind him on the opposite side.
Right. So you go and climb on the opposite end. He is looking out. He's yawning. What do? You climb over and you're going?
Well, I'm gonna wait there, just like right below the lip of the ledge, and I'm just gonna like look over at where Sail and Aura's positions are and wait for them to get in position.
Aura, make your stealth check.
That's 29.
Yeah, you're good. Everyone's in position.
Okay.
Not noticed at all.
All right.
It's been, I'm gonna say like maybe like about 3 minutes after I got to my spot. I'm just waiting because I'm making sure everyone else is in position. Don't hear anything. Decide that's a good sign. Take out my swords. Sneak up almost right behind the guard and just Anakin Skywalker, like Count Dooku, just two swords on the sides of his neck, 2 swipes.
Okay. Roll with advantage. He doesn't see you. Go for it.
15 plus 9, 24.
Okay, that's for the first attack.
And then second is 26.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, no rolls? Hell
What do you
yeah.
mean no rolls? What do you mean no rolls?
Damage rolls.
Oh yeah, you got him. He doesn't notice you at all, and you're sneak attacking. You're stabbing him up on the side.
Just
What'd you roll for damage?
I
you
didn't
said
even
26
roll.
and 24.
I didn't even roll
Both will
yet.
hit. All right, go for it.
Um,
I mean, it's definitely gonna be a severity, you know. So
that is 8.
they're both gonna be crits because he doesn't see you. I would say these are both critical attacks because 1, you have advantage. 2, he does not see you at all and he's not moving.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if just someone's standing there, that's gonna be a crit no matter what.
First one was 24.
It's like the same thing if someone's like prone and someone's like sleeping, like, and you want to cut their head off, you should be able to do that. You know what I mean?
24, 12, 36 points of damage.
Yeah. I would say that's a crit hit too. So double that, unless
That
you've
was already doubled. It was
yeah.
already doubled.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, both on the ends. Yeah, he's drops down. Tiefling is still her eyes kind of open. All right, Karst, what are we doing?
I'm right around the same time that I see like Sail go for it. I'm gonna push myself up over the ledge as quiet as I can, kick a leg over and just get standing up. And I'm gonna very slowly tiptoe up behind the guy. Trying very carefully.
Oh, what are you?
I'm upset.
What
I'm
are you
sorry,
doing
and
here?
I'm gonna push. I'm gonna try to push him real quick.
Oh no! Well, I mean, it's pretty high. Let's see.
I did forget to ask how high it was.
Falling. Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now.
False
Just be like extra mean, just like inflict wounds through the push.
Yeah,
Just a really
you
rough.
can if you really want to. I'll let you do it.
No, that's okay. I wouldn't have thought to even try that. I
Yeah,
just
he's
pushed him.
dead.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dead. Let's out a loud yell. It does echo. You hear like the one guard that's near Aura kind of perks up, looks over. Or what are you doing?
Level 3 ice knife. Let's go.
Level
shit.
3.
And I have to roll to hit. This is fun. That is a natural 20.
Yeah!
He's not living through this.
No.
We just killed some guards. Good.
Roll if you roll a double natural 20 right now. Did you already roll with advantage?
No, I haven't yet. But let's see.
If you roll a double and natural 20, it's an insta kill. You don't even have to roll.
It's not.
All right.
But I did roll max damage on the stat. That's 20 points
There
of
you go.
piercing damage.
There
And it's
you
going to explode. He can make a dexterity saving throw.
He fails.
That's on a level 3?
Yeah, that's just one. It's just 1d10 piercing damage, but it's 5d6 ice damage.
Yeah. So tell me what the damage is total. You said you doubled it
Yep.
because it's a crit.
13.
I rolled a natural 1 for his saving throw.
Oh god. Dude, these
That's
guys got
30. That's 32 damage.
He kind of looked
Doubled
over like, huh?
already.
Huh? All of a sudden, basically a shard of ice is flung at him, hitting him right in the chest. Looking at you, his eyes immediately locking into yours, just explodes. There's just blood and nothing else.
That was awesome. That's the strongest spell I ever threw.
Unreal.
Oh,
I feel kind of bad for
I'm
these guards.
dirty.
Alright. I heard a crunch and then I saw an explosion. I was like, alright, good job, guys.
Come on, guys.
I'm gonna walk up to the tiefling.
Mhm.
Gonna take out 2 daggers. And I'll just look up and say, howdy, Horns. What are you doing here?
No response.
No response? You know why they killed Eva's hawk?
I
Next to you?
think she's unconscious.
I'm asking again.
No response.
Well, I'm not wasting one of my potions on her. Aura, do you mind? Or
Sure.
Karst? Both of you. Wow, wait, we got two
Both
of
here,
them.
actually. Yeah. All the healers are
Am I down from
here.
the tower? I assume I'm down from the tower now. Okay.
At this point, you guys are all congregated around the tiefling.
I could
Level
give
1
it.
cure wounds.
Oh, you got it?
Let's go.
Alright.
Yeah, I got this. I get to heal. Yay. It's 7 points of healing.
Okay.
No longer died.
She does a big gasp, like, She's still bound. What do you three want?
Howdy, Horns. What are you doing here? Well, that was
Let me out of
rude.
this.
I don't
call
think
me
I
that.
want to. You just spat on me.
Don't call me Horns. This
All right, then. What's your name?
doesn't concern you. And she kind of looks over and sees like the dead guard. And looks to the left, just sees like an exploded splatter of blood. Look, I don't have any money or anything, okay?
No, but you had a hawk from someone that I know fly up to you. So that means you're a person of interest to me.
A hawk or a falcon?
What's the difference?
There's a big difference. There are two different types of animals.
And
They get
Are either
confused
one of
quite
you,
easily.
are either of the other two competent?
potato, tomato.
It depends.
Oh God.
Does the name Eva ring a bell?
She looks right at you. She goes, Eva. How do you know Eva?
She's the biggest pain in my ass in the group that we're traveling with, but she's a decent person. But her hawk got killed over you, so either that means you're someone to save or someone to kill. And I don't really know if I've made up my mind yet.
She got my message. Sorry, I've been captive for months. You can understand my situation.
Oh, she's a good person then. Okay.
It seems like you guys know Eva pretty well then. I guess that she sent you guys to come rescue me.
mm,
We could say that.
sure.
Happenstance?
I'm gonna give one
That's
of
why
my
we're here.
I'm gonna give one of my daggers to Karst, and I'm just gonna start cutting away at the bindings on her left hand.
I'll walk
Yeah,
to the side.
they're
It's right there.
yeah, they're thick pieces of rope, and after you cut them off, both of her arms kind of fall down. You can see that. I mean, it is like she's got a ton of rope burn up and down. Kind of pulls her cloak over and just kind of puts her arms kind of closer around her torso. She goes, "So, I'm Sidani. I grew up with Eva. Please, it's imperative that I talk to Eva immediately."
Okay.
You're in luck.
You hear a bird screaming.
Huh. Well, we were kind of just meant to watch, but now there are 3 dead guards.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably maybe get them out of here so they
Hi?
think they just left. Went out for a snack? I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's start with that. Here. Aura, do you think that you could run? Because I think that you can probably travel faster. Well, I could probably travel faster. You know what?
Yeah, but yeah.
How about you guys try to start cleaning up as much as you can? I'll get Sadani back to Eva, and then maybe Eva will be able to help clean up the huge explosion that you created there, Aura.
Yeah. My bad. That wasn't on purpose. I
Don't
didn't think
get
it
me
was gonna be
wrong.
that strong.
Don't get me wrong. Totally cool, not awesome for stealth. So I'll sort of step back, make a very big flamboyant gesture to Sadani back in the direction of the camp.
Is that where Eva is? Is that where Eva is?
She's probably coming this way now.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
probably going to have her come back too. But that's safety and away from the people that tied you up and
No, let's
Gave
just
you-
go. Let's get out of here.
the
here
gnarliest
for
rope
months.
tattoo ever. All right, I'll start moving in that direction.
Okay. The other Carson, Aura, you guys are cleaning up a little bit, right?
Yeah, clean up and hide the bodies and
I
stuff.
take care
Yeah.
of the bodies.
Yeah, you guys take care of the bodies. You try to, basically try to take some dirt and clean it off as best you
Okay.
can.
I'm gonna cast conjure animals and summon 2 large eagles. And just carry the 2 bodies away. Just away
Yeah,
from
two
the
eagles swoop
fort.
down
Nice.
and they just carry him away.
I'll
But
just
the
take one and
blood,
like walk it
the
out to the woods.
meat cubes, I can't do anything about.
Sailor
That
looks
was
at
too strong.
looks at them flying over. Is like, oh wait, I never looked at their pockets. Damn it.
Oh,
As
yeah,
that
oh well.
happens, immediately just like a small pouch just falls down right in front of you.
Lucky you.
I need to ask questions of the universe way more often. I was gonna pocket it and just keep going.
Okay.
Got this signed.
You continue on, and you get to the campsite. As you do, you are walking first. Sailithal and Eva, Hormac, and Ryu are there. And Hormac looks up and is like, took you guys long enough.
Wait. Before Hormac says anything, ruins my idea of what's happening.
I kind of thought of the same thing, actually.
I would like to. The way I'm envisioning it is like before they're coming up to the campsite, like we could probably hear
Perfect.
them approaching, right?
You hear footsteps coming, but the thing is, they hadn't do pass without a trace, but you hear one set of footsteps coming because one of them is pass
Okay.
without a trace, one of them isn't.
Okay, I would like to be sitting and watching Eva meditate.
Yeah, we'll say that Eva's like on a rock that's a little bit where they were headed down. Hormac's like by the campsite, but he can kind of see where you guys are. So you guys are just a little bit more in front of him, and you're like sitting there. You're like intently looking, I would say, at at Eva that's kind of like sitting on like a piece of maybe like a rock or whatever, and she's kind of sitting there and meditating. You hear you hear one set of footsteps beginning to come towards you guys.
Exactly. That's exactly how I would like to
Okay,
be,
cool.
like looking at Eva like that.
Awesome. And you hear one set of footsteps. Both of you open your eyes and you look and you see Sailithal standing in front of you.
I found someone who knows you, Eva.
And you kind of move to the side, and Sidani steps forward and looks over at Eva and like runs over to Eva and just gives her like the biggest hug, kind of like falling to the ground hug type deal.
Huh.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Thank goodness we didn't kill her.
Could have gone either way.
Yeah. Sailithal is like 50-50 on every person he meets. He's like, I could kill you, I could be friends with you.
The
Kill
one,
you, help you. Time
like
a
the
dozen,
one
you know?
person, the one time, like Lawson
That'd be a
gives
great
him my
that'd be a
backstory,
great
I'm
song
not
for
even
Boris
there.
to sing. Kill you, hate you, love you. I'm gonna write that down.
It's like a Detroit Become Human like dialogue path tree.
Oh, as an
Kill you,
afternote.
hate you, love you, save you.
Like every time
Perfect.
you choose not to kill someone, software instability.
chaotic neutral instability.
Chaotic neutral instability goes down.
So, for those who drop by, thank you. We will be picking up next week and see what happens with a very long-awaited and eager discussion with Sidani and Eva, two lifelong friends, both growing up in an orphanage together. We will see what unfolds and what information that they will share.
You
Will
know.
Karst ever not be sticky again?
Find out next time
Find
on
out
Dragon.
next
To be continued.
Oh, as an afternote, before I forget, next week, while Karst is cleaning up the bodies, I want to leave a note pretending to be the guards. saying out for s'mores, be back soon.
Gone for s'mores. Be back soon.
Sure.
Okay.
The
That's
writing is not
great.
great.
That's great.
The writing is not great.
I even just sign it us at the bottom because I don't know their names.
Us.
Us.
The guards. The guards. Just send it to the guards.
Perfect. You just leave it at the podium where you guys had cut off Zidani. Is that right?
Yeah.
Took the prisoner with us.
Perfect.
Thought the
Perfect.
prisoner deserved a break. The guards.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right. Good episode, everybody.
Was that the sign off?
Was that a sign off? It was a sign off.